Hello, this is Francisco Cribari, and this is a short video to show you a program that's very helpful and useful for dealing with Gmail accounts, for reading email messages and sending out email messages from Gmail accounts. It's called Nylas. I recently published a video on Wavebox, which is an excellent program for dealing with Gmail accounts and other type of email accounts, and Nylas is an alternative to Wavebox. Let me show you their web page. If you go to nylas.com, you can access their web page. If you go all the way down, click on Nylas Mail, you go to the Nylas Mail web page. Nylas Mail used to be called N1 or Nylas N1, and now it's just called Nylas Mail. This is what the program looks like, and it has several interesting features. One of them is this: when you receive a message from someone, Nylas will indicate whether the person has Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn profiles, and it has other nice features. So let me show you Nylas. It's open here. So this is what it looks like. I have two Gmail accounts here, as you can see. This is Nylas in double panel view. You can choose between single panel and double panel, and it has some nice features. Let me show you one feature here. Let me take this message here. I was the last person to reply in this thread. I can click here and set a reminder. I can set a reminder, for instance, for 2 days. If this person doesn't reply to my message within 2 days, Nylas will give me a reminder, and that's something that's quite useful. You can right click here and go to preferences, and there you can make selections about shortcuts, choose between Gmail shortcuts and Apple, Outlook, and so on, and you can create signatures to be automatically included in your email messages, in the email message that you send out. In appearance, you can choose between single panel and two panel. That's what I'm using. And you can change the look and feel of Nylas. If you click here in change theme, you can choose one of 6 predefined themes. I believe light is the standard one, the default one. The ones that I like best are light and less is more, which is very minimalist, and I think it looks great. Let me go back to light. And you have several other options that you can set. Let me go back here. General, and here you can set several other options. And there are several plugins as well. So it's a very capable and useful email reader. And it's, let me show you. In order to install that, if you go to their web page and you click on download, you can install that under Windows, Apple, Debian, and Red Hat based Linux systems. If you are running an Arch based system and you have AUR, the Arch user repository, activated, you can install Nylas by just typing yawort-s Nylas Mail bin. I'm not going to go through with the installation because Nylas is already installed on my system, but as you can see, it's very easy to install Nylas. And let me show you what's my main problem with Nylas, which is sort of a deal breaker for me. The language of my system is English, but several of the email messages that I send out are typed in Brazilian Portuguese, and Ruimspell is installed on my system. The Brazilian Portuguese and standard English are installed, and yet I cannot get Nylas to spell check messages that I compose that I typed in a language that's not English. In this page here we see something about that, saying that on Linux and other version of Windows, Nylas, it used to be called N1, will only spell check in English, and so on, and it directs us to this link here. If you go to this page, and I'll leave a link to this page in the video description, you'll see that several people had problems with that, and there was a message saying here that hey folks, if you read this message, it seems that the problem is solved on Linux and other versions of Windows. It downloads Ruimspell dictionaries on the fly. But that does not seem to be working for me, and also for other people. You see that I left a message here 19 hours ago saying same problem here. Nylas cannot detect Brazilian Portuguese in Maharo Linux. Spell checking is not working. Ruimspell PTBR is installed on my system. So are Ruimspell and Ruimspell English US. So I hope that they have this solved, and if you are having the same problem, please leave a message on this page so that we put some pressure on the developers, and maybe they will fix that, assuming that there is indeed a problem with that. So Nylas is an excellent email reader. You can use it with multiple Gmail accounts, and it's an alternative to Wavebox. Unlike Wavebox, you cannot use Nylas to access other Google services such as Google Drive, Google Calendar, and so on. But just for reading email messages and sending out email messages, it's an excellent program, and you may want to give it a try. And if you are having the same problems that I'm having with spell check in non-English languages, make sure to leave a comment on that page.